I know I've been out there, and this has been a wild show. But I am getting older, and I'm glad you guys are all here. I've been around everybody. I'm married. I got a kid. Right. Yeah. She's at home, just hanging out, just watching cable by herself. She's all right. Right. I'm married. I got a kid. I had real sex. You ever had real sex? Yeah. Just leaving it in there? Just blowing nuts right into the Death Star? That's what it's all about. Real sex. Are you offended? Are you Christian? You want me to change it up? Just loads for the Lord? Wait, I got my wife got pregnant. It was great, right? She had a vaginal birth. Yeah, I was there. I saw a vaginal birth. I've been to Vietnam, motherfuckers. Right, there's nothing more hardcore in this life than a vaginal birth. I don't care what. I don't care how many tattoos you got. I don't care how many knife fights you've been in. I don't care if you were a roadie for Fugazi. There's nothing more hardcore than a vaginal birth. My wife was in labor for 12 hours. I was there. In a room. For 12 hours with my wife. Never hung out with her longer than 2 in my life. She's just in there screaming, crying, sweat, blood, baby. In that order. It's brutal. Having a baby is like being in a car accident. Then somebody just hands you a baby afterwards. It's the most brutal thing I've ever watched. My wife, right? She was in so much pain after 7 hours of labor, right? I was just like, push, push, push. She just yelled, push, just sweating. Blah. After 7 hours, she asked for the epidural. Do you guys know about the epidural? Yeah, that's real drugs. That's serious drugs, right? They wheel out the Citibank ATM-looking machine. That had a glass tube 3 feet high filled with government morphine. Right? Then they pull out a wire with 2 prongs at the end of it, and they put it right in the back of my wife's neck, right in front of me. Like some type of weird Tool video. Right? Right. In this hand, she just gets a trigger, and anytime she's feeling pain, she just hits the trigger, and she's dumping pure government morphine into her central nervous system. Now, my wife used to do a lot of drugs, right? So she's hitting this shit like Final Jeopardy, right? She's just like, clack, 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 clack. My uterus is killing me for 1,000, Alex. Clack, 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 clack. Numb it, numb the pain. Now, the good thing is she's no longer feeling any pain. The bad thing is she's just straight tripping. Right? Because we're all like, push, push, push. She's like, we all live in the yellow submarine. Lasers, Pink Floyd. Right? She's out to lunch. Right? She can't get this baby out. We're like, push, push. She's like, oh. And then it was like 8, 9, 10 hours just like, oh. She just keeps on hitting the thing. It's pain. The baby's not coming out. And the doctor pulls me aside. He's like, Rob, if your wife doesn't have this baby in the next hour, we're going to have to give her a C-section. We're going to have to cut her open right in front of you. I was like, doctor, do you have any idea how high I am right now? And I just got right in my wife's face. I said, Ann, you see that wall? You shoot for the wall, Ann. They're gonna shank you. This is prison rules. Get it out. Go, girl. Push, push. Get it out. But finally, thank God, the doctor's like, the baby's coming. The baby's coming, right? The baby comes. Finally, my beautiful daughter comes out. Well, she wasn't beautiful when she came. They had to towel her off. My daughter comes out. Thank God, everything worked out, right? And that was scary, right? That whole thing's scary. But nobody tells you what happens next. Nobody tells you what happens next. That's scary, right? What happens next? The placenta. Do you guys know about the placenta? Right, a blood ghost comes flying out of my wife. And it was a color I've never witnessed before. This is the deepest, darkest maroon known to mankind. This is electric maroon 9000. Right, your graphic designer friend doesn't have this color. You can't go to a paint store and ask for placenta red from anybody. I'm just saying, Halloween's coming up. If you want a really scary costume, go as the placenta.